Hi, welcome to Scuba.com. In this session we'll look at the Oceanic Veo 3 dive computer. Let's take a closer look. A number of Oceanic dive computers, including the one we're taking a look at today, gives you the ability to switch between two different algorithms. The advantage of this is it means it can mimic most of the dive computers on the market. So if your buddy is using a different computer, you can adjust it to provide a similar profile. This gives you the flexibility for safety, providing much more conservative options if required, giving you a safer dive. So some of the features we've got on the dive computer then, as you can see, it's a wrist-mounted computer, so we have a nice large strap at the back here, makes it nice and easy to fit over your dry suit cuff, or obviously tighten it down to fit over a wetsuit cuff. It's got a nice rugged body to it that just protects the computer itself. And then we've got 3 stainless steel buttons just on the outside there, nice and easy to push, especially if you've got gloves on as well. They protrude out quite nicely. And then a nice large screen as well, nice and easy to read. So some of the features we've got built into the actual computer system itself is air and nitrox compatible with in-dive switching as well, which makes life a little easier. We have safety stop timers. There's a 24 dive logbook built in, history and planner settings as well, audio and visual alarms to alert you. There's also a smart backlight as well for low light conditions. There's a user replaceable battery on the back. This just lowers down any maintenance costs, so you can replace that battery yourself without having to get sent away. And there's also an area for an optional PC interface. So you can buy these cables and software separately, plug them into your computer, transfer all the data over, get some additional information like graphs and bits and pieces like that, and also store the contents of the computer onto your PC. So let's take a look at the menu system on the computer now. So as we said before, we have a nice clear display on the front here, displays all your vital information. There's a water-activated computer as well, so once you do enter the water, it will automatically switch on and go to the dive mode. This makes life a whole lot easier. You don't have to fiddle around with any settings before the dive. You can literally just jump in and not have to worry about it. So the menu system works around obviously the buttons. We have the advanced button, a mode button on the side here, and also a select button just around the corner. To scroll through the menus, you can use the advanced menu buttons on the bottom, which you just by flicking through these, it then sends you into the additional menus. You can go either down or up using these buttons, which really does simplify and make the menu a lot easier to navigate. So as we said before, you can flick through them. To enter into one of the menus, you can literally just press the select button on the side, which enters you in, and then again using the buttons on the bottom, you can then make the relevant changes to scroll through the menus. So here we are in the planner menu. You can use the up and down buttons to change your planned bottom depth, which will then show you your decompression time. Pressing the select button will then take you back into the main area itself. So some of the menus that we do have on here, we have a last menu. This just displays all the information from your last dive. Temperature menu, no fly and desaturation times, the planner menu which we just showed you, logbook, settings for your FO2s, there's alarm settings, utilities, time settings as well, and also a mode setting. This is where you change between air and nitrox. We have a history mode. This displays all the vital information from your last dives. So if you do want to record your dive details in a logbook at a later date, you can come to this menu and get all your vital information. And then we go back to the main menu again. So a really simple, really easy to navigate menu system just by using these 3 buttons, especially with the up and down buttons at the bottom, really easy to navigate. Makes it a great computer to use.